like that. That little title screen is pretty.
Yeah, welcome to the Pantless podcast. And now your hosts, Austin and Travis. Take it away, guys. Hey, what's up,
And
people?
that's us.
What's going on?
That is us.
Welcome
Fantastic.
back. Hey, we're trying some new stuff. Welcome back. Season 4, episode 5.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
We are halfway through the season. I know everybody's chomping at the bits for the next live episode. They're just like, oh man, what's going to happen? We might have clowns. We might have dancers, jugglers. I'm just describing a circus. I don't know. Okay.
Hey, honestly, our last live episode was our most successful episode we've done. Like,
let's just keep going. We just got to build on it.
I mean,
build on it.
If the people want live stuff, I mean, I've thought about. Now, here's my idea. I've thought about doing some live stuff. I've been tempted to test out some Twitch stuff.
Cool. Starting a Twitch stream.
I've thought about it. Haven't really got any further than actually thinking about it.
Thinking. Like, how would you do it? Would you do it during one of your Let's Plays? Or how would you rock a Twitch stream live episode?
I would probably pick a game that I could play for a while live streaming. I don't know what I'd play. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know if Long Drive would be a good game for that. But, hey, if you guys want to see something, if you want to see me play a different game, let us know. Hey, I get a capture device and do some Pokemon Unite.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Welcome.
We dominate Pokemon Unite.
We talk some more.
Out of our last one matches, we've won all of them.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
So,
not counting the one we lost before that. 1 for 1.
Yeah. No, we don't count. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't
right
count
now, we're on a winning streak. We're on a winning streak.
Dang. So, welcome. I guess we said welcome back. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing with your life? Probably better things than us. But,
right. Yeah, you're probably super intelligent.
Yeah. So, but hey, welcome back. Where was I going with that? What have you been doing, Austin?
I don't know.
What's been going on?
Like, subscribe.
Is that what you've been doing?
I've been liking and subscribing.
I subscribe all day.
No, I haven't. I lied. I don't subscribe to anything.
All day.
Actually, I got an email today, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm getting this email. So I just unsubscribed from somebody else. So, because I don't care about Missouri politics. And so I shouldn't be getting emails about Missouri politics. It's just not my thing. So I went I clicked unsubscribe, and I did that. So don't be like me. Subscribe to us. Don't unsubscribe. Stay subscribed to us.
Missouri's going to be very upset with you.
They probably will be. But if you don't live in Missouri, you can unsubscribe from Missouri politics. And
how did you even get involved? What did you check mark the box for?
I don't know. I've been getting a lot of political emails from states that aren't mine for parties that I'm not a fan of. And they're just like, hey, we need your help so we can win this race and save America because we'll die if you don't give us money. And I'm just like, I don't care about you or your political philosophy. Unsubscribe. And I thought I had got them all a while back, but here's of late, I had a few more sneak in to my inbox.
Heck yeah.
Shame. Shame.
Well, there you go.
But man, I've been playing. Obviously, I finally got back to work, so.
About dang time.
I know. I got back to work. My video game time has just drastically fallen. I'm this close to 100%ing Hyrule Warriors. This close.
Nice.
I've not
even started playing that one yet, but okay.
I've got about 11 more stages. 1 Korok seed per stage. And then I'll be done.
How's that count in the DLC that's going to come out soon?
That's not counting the DLC. That's obviously I've completed the DLC that already came out.
Oh, okay.
All the stuff that you could do, I've done that. I still have never 100%ed the actual game.
That's fair. I'm not.
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite though. That game's been pulling me away from Hyrule Warriors. I'm trying to get good so I don't get wrecked.
No, I understand that. I understand that. I've been playing.
You dabble some.
I play a little bit of Unite. I need to play more Unite. God dang. Congestion. Sorry about that. I've actually just been playing NASCAR Heat 5 lately.
Ooh. NASCAR Heat 5. What is that on? Steam?
My Xbox. I got that on. If I had that on Steam, I'd probably be recording it. But no, that's on my Xbox.
Okay.
I've just been running races on there, playing around with that. Listening to podcasts, watching races.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on a 2-week Olympic. I think this weekend's the last weekend we don't have racing due to the Olympics.
Oh, really? The racing stops because of the Olympics?
They took a 2-week break for Olympics because NASCAR's on NBC right now. That's the broadcasting from they're on NBC in this back half of the season. So,
okay.
Since NBC's the main Olympic network.
Well, look at them being all... Well, you could have just said because they're patriotic and they wanted to not, cast a shadow over America while we're trying to perform on a national stage.
Man, have you been watching any Olympics?
I've seen some. I've watched some swimming. Not a lot of anything else, really.
I've watched absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we've watched a little bit of random stuff, but they don't have the good stuff. Like one time we were tuning in because we wanted to watch our women's rugby team. We have a 7-woman team. I don't know. I guess it's special. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about rugby, but we were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be cool.
I tried to. And
they were showing something dumb, and I don't know. It didn't apply to us at all. It didn't even have any Americans there. I'm like, why are we not watching rugby? Why is this on American television right now?
I literally was back a while ago, like about a year ago. I was like, I'm gonna get into rugby. I wanna learn this sport. I'm gonna start watching it because I caught some on TV one day.
Yeah.
Caught some on TV. I'm like, heck yeah! So I set the TV to record every time rugby was on TV. Like 3 months go along, nothing new gets recorded. Let's just say I fell out of rugby. It's an interesting sport. There's a lot of weird rules.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna learn it now. I didn't learn it, but
yeah, it's not popular enough.
I saw it's everywhere but America. Super popular.
Oh yeah, like cricket.
Boring sport completely. I watched like 5 minutes of cricket and was like, no, this sucks. I can't do this.
People get into it, man. It draws the crowds.
I watched an interview with Usain Bolt, the Jamaican runner. Did you know that before he was a runner, he was real big into cricket?
Was he a cricket player?
In high school. When he was in high school, he played a ton of cricket in Jamaica.
Nice.
And I bet
they scored a lot of points.
I guess the position he was in requires you to be pretty quick on your feet. He was like a runner or some weird, or it was called something odd. And like he was getting to where he needed to go faster than anybody ever could. And his coach was like, "You need to run track." And he started, and that's the rest of the story. Now
there you go. That's how he got discovered. The fastest man in the world. We would have never known had he not played cricket.
Dude, still the fastest man in the world, and he's retired.
He's
But I saw the medal counts when me and the wife were out eating tonight, and
yeah.
Are
we still in the lead?
No, we were tied with China with 46.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, last I saw, we were in the lead. we had the most silvers, the most bronze, and then we were in second place behind Japan, I think, for golds. So I don't know how far away that was, how far back that was.
We must have picked up some more since last time I saw. Because now it's showing China's still leading gold with 22, U.S. at 19. But overall medals, it's U.S. with 52, China at 47.
Nice.
So.
There we go. Yeah. USA.
I saw U.S. playing. Who is ROC?
That's the Russian Olympic Committee. The country of Russia is not allowed to participate in the Olympics because of doping, but they're not going to prevent their athletes from performing. So the Russian Olympic Committee sent their athletes.
A team of 335 athletes.
They just can't represent Russia, which is bizarre. I'm like, we all know they're Russian, so obviously when you see that, we're like, oh, it's Russia. But it's not Russia. It's just Russian athletes.
This says a team of 335 athletes from Russia is competing under the name of ROC, wearing white, blue, and red uniforms and winning plenty of medals.
Yeah.
They're fifth. They're fifth. And they've won 11 gold. I mean, they're rocking it.
Yeah. I bet if they don't win, I bet they're still under a lot of heat. I bet Putin's got a gun to their head. You know.
I'm glad that
metaphorically, of course, because those days are gone. You know, Russia's a democracy now.
Good to see China winning some medals. Aren't they always up at the top of the medal counts?
Yeah. They are.
In the Summer Olympics, they do a lot of summer stuff.
They're still in that. They still breed people for the Olympics, so I think they're always going to be good. They're always going to be up there. I'm going to look up the Winter Olympics medal count and see what happened there. Okay, yeah, China did not do very well in the Winter Olympics.
Do they have a winter over there?
I wonder if they even participated. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see the top 10. Norway was the overall medal winner. Or this is all time. Never mind. I'm not even. Anyway,
but
have you heard? Have you been listening, hearing anything about this? The big merger coming out of college. A couple of schools in our area are moving to a new conference.
Yeah, the mistake being made by OU in Texas.
Oh, mistake. China didn't fare well with her.
I don't think it's a good idea. Why?
They made lots of money, man. Lots of money.
I got you. I can't argue with money. But why? Explain to me this. Why, if you're OU, would you go from winning a conference where you've won 7 straight conference titles and got an 85 to 90% chance of making it to the playoffs, which it was a 14 playoff last season. I think they're expanding it to 8 this coming season.
Oh, is that a thing? They're expanding it? I haven't heard that yet.
I heard that they're expanding it to 8. So
nice.
Now you're looking at,
if they expand it to 8, if OU's in the Big 12, they're making it every year.
They're making it every year. Making it every year. So you're going from the number 1 team in the Big 12 to probably the 5th best team in the SEC. 4th or 5th best team in the SEC, and really a low chance of winning a conference title, you're losing probably 2 to 3 games a season in the SEC. I mean, Texas, bottom feeders of the SEC.
Right.
Unless they get Arch Manning. If they get Arch Manning, it looks like a great move. But still, I don't think Arch Manning going to Texas is beating Alabama and all these other teams in the SEC. It's
right.
I think,
but it's more than football, though. It's more than football.
It's
all sports.
It's money.
It's all sports, though. You got to think for OU. I'm not as pessimistic as you are as where they'll be in football.
You can't.
I think they'll be contenders every year. I think.
You can't tell me.
And I think they're going to crap in a lot of punch bowls. I think there are plenty of teams in the SEC are like, holy crap! Now we got another team coming in that could beat us. Really?
You can't tell me this isn't a football move. This is a football focused move.
Maybe. I mean, that's where the money is, obviously. So obviously, that's going to be in terms of money, yes. But there's all of athletics, the whole athletic program. And OU dominates nationwide in so many programs. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
I think it's a bad move.
For football, yes, they won't win as many championships.
I don't think they'll win any.
Whoa, sir. Bold statement. You heard it first here on the Pantless podcast, Season 4, Episode 5. Travis says OU will never win a football championship in the SEC.
So, my question, here's a question. Think upon this. What happens to the Big 12?
Oh, it's got to go away. It's done. It's done.
So,
I mean, we were already down to 10 teams, and now we're going to be down to 8. Are we going to go back to the Big 8?
Iowa State will probably make a bid to go to the Big 10.
They should.
West Virginia will make a bid to go to the ACC.
They should. Where did they come? West Virginia just came from.
Big East.
Where did they come? They came from the Big East. Okay.
When the Big East backed out of football and brought in all those went to a Catholic-only basketball conference and brought in Gonzaga, Villanova. But
no.
when they went to a basketball-only Catholic conference, because I think Notre Dame joined the Big East in basketball at that time. Yeah, but they'll go to the ACC. And then I expect Kansas. Who's left? Kansas, TCU,
Kansas State.
Oh yeah, Kansas State, TCU.
Yep. Oklahoma State.
Them four may go to the American Conference over where Tulsa's at. The All-American Conference.
They could. And that'd be a pretty impressive conference.
I mean, then you're looking at TCU and K-State dominating that conference almost. But
Kansas in basketball.
You're looking at the All-American Conference. If I'm the All-American Conference, I'm going mine.
Right.
Clip that.
And Texas Tech. Where's Texas Tech going to go? And Baylor. We got a couple of schools in Texas still.
Is Tech still
hanging out?
Did I miss Tech?
Texas Tech and Baylor are still in the Big 12.
Then we had more than there were 11 schools.
Because it should have just been two. There was OU in Texas.
Oh yeah. I only counted 4. So I don't know where Tech and the other one that you mentioned,
Baylor.
I don't know where they'd go.
They go Pac-12.
Possibly, because some bigger conference could pick them up.
Or is there a giant merger with the American Athletic Conference, and they create a new conference by picking up the 8 remaining Big 12 teams?
Well, I think there's already. I want to say that the All-American Conference already has like 10 or 12 schools in it.
Right.
I think they've already got. Well, I mean, we'll see.
SEC's going to have 16 now. I mean, what's the limit?
I think 16 is because when the more you keep adding, the harder it is to start scheduling. Because
Right.
Alabama won't be able to schedule as many fluff games. They won't get to play any high schools to start the season. They're gonna almost have to start.
Oh, they'll figure out a way to play the fluff schools. They can't afford to have too many tough games on their schedule.
I was telling a guy at work, in my opinion, I think college football should be divided in half. Well, it won't even be half, but they need to split Division I football. You need to take your Big Five power conferences. Or it'd be the Big Four because the Big 12 is going away. Lop that finger off.
Right.
You got SEC.
Dude, take away the ring finger.
Whoa.
If you get rid of the thumb, the thumb is the thing that makes us human.
We'll get rid of the pinky.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we can't that just gets awkward.
Oh. Yeah, my bad.
Cut that out.
Don't get canceled. We need to blur that.
Cut that out. But if you've got the SEC...
I hope your blur's ready.
Don't do it again. God dang it.
My bad. I love you.
Whoa. Okay.
Horns down.
Yeah, horns go down. But you got the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, Pac-12. You can almost split them away from division... Make them Division I football. Those four conferences, that's Division I football. They play each other. They're not allowed to play down. They're only allowed
what happens to Division II football? Do they just get the rest of the schools?
You make what's remaining. You can either do.
Or is it like how Oklahoma's 6A football is? You have 6A1 and 6A2.
You could call them something else. You could completely change the name. Division Best. I don't know. We're better than you. I don't know. But make them their own league, their own thing, and then all the other divisions. Then all the other divisions. So you have the Mountain West, the All-American Conference, the Sun Belt, all them. Conference USA. They get their own national championship. They get their own playoff. They don't have to fight. They have their own top 25 ranking. You give these.
But then they become irrelevant because the smaller that just they become irrelevant. Then money falls away. How? The money is where it's at.
They could have. They're their own league now.
Nobody cares about second tier stuff.
I mean,
like when the NCAA tournament's going on, the NIT's going on. Nobody cares about the NIT.
Do you know how much TV revenue Division II football in the playoffs get? I mean, they actually.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know D2 football was on TV.
Yeah, I've watched quite a bit of D2 football because they do a full. I think they do a full 16-team playoff and have been for 50 years.
Nice.
They've been doing football right. It's when the BCS got signed in the 80s is when Division I went downhill. Spit on my own hand. But is what it is. See if we can make some things sound weird. You ready to jump into our next thing?
Retro movie review.
Let's hit it, bro. Are we gonna get a queued up graphic here? I don't know what's going on. This is all new to me.
I have no idea if that just played, but retro movie review. Right here.
Okay. Retro movie review.
I'll find out in editing if that actually worked. I played the retro movie review. We'll see if that actually worked.
Yeah, that's all new.
It played in my ear. I heard it.
You heard it? Oh, well, if you heard it, then I'm sure it's all good. I heard nothing.
I mean, we're trying new things here. The game.
What did you think? You've never seen it before, right?
I had never even heard of this movie.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. But man, that was a trip. That was a trip.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what to say. I was on a ride the whole movie.
Yeah.
You think it's... I mean, I don't know how many spoilers we're going to get into, but... well, I guess... What's Metacritic have to say? What do they say about it?
Trying to pull some more shenanigans here. I pulled that up, and... Hold on. Yeah, we won't do that today. I'll try to do something like that. I was trying to pull up the box art, like the actual like movie art, up on the...
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying new stuff, okay? But I'm thinking of ideas on the fly here, and...
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough computer-wise to actually make things happen.
Whatever.
Trying to make us look more professional, but...
You are so... You're going to take us from down here to up here.
Back down to
we're
here.
Gonna...
So 19 critics gave it a 61.
Okay.
374 users, 8.6.
Wow.
Another very polarizing...
Yeah. Well, we know critics suck.
Critics
So.
suck. Yes.
Critics suck. Nobody likes them. No, that's why there are no
Me?
statues of them anywhere.
Interesting movie.
Yeah.
It got me. It got me. Not gonna lie. It got me.
Yeah. Exactly. It did what it was intended to do.
It got me. It got me in the way that Sixth Sense back in the day got me. And it's the reason I've never watched Sixth Sense ever again. I watched that movie when it first came out. The plot was revealed in Sixth Sense, and I never watched the movie again because I'm like, I'll never have that feeling again. Same with it. I'll never watch the movie again because it's one of those plot twists at the, or not really a plot twist, but just the way it turned at the end, and you're going,
yeah, the movie was flip-flopping the whole way.
yeah,
because it's the game. It's about this guy who starts a game, and
real life
the
game,
thing about the
right?
game, yeah, it's a real life game,
like a mind
and
game. Now, spoiler alert. We're gonna talk about how this movie was a spoiler. If you haven't seen this movie, turn off the podcast now. When he shot his brother at the end, and I'm over here like, oh, my first thought is, holy crap, he just shot his brother.
Yep.
Then I'm like, he's jumping off this bridge. He's jumping off this building. Before he even turned to like jump, my first thought is, he's committing suicide right here. He's jumping off the bridge.
Yeah.
Or he's jumping off this building. And it's like, wow, this movie just took a dark twist. This movie's going to end with his death.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was going to be splat credits.
And then when he landed on that giant bag, and they start, like, getting to him, I'm like, well done, movie. Well done, writers. Well done. Because now I'm waiting for
even then, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know, is his brother dead? Is his brother alive? I still had no idea. I was like, what's going on?
In the back of my mind, as soon as he hit that big pillow, I went, oh yeah, brother's going to walk around the corner. They got him. Got him. And then he did. And in my opinion, because I love Sean Penn as an actor, the dude is a good actor. Wasn't in this movie enough.
He was good. He was a good, even what he was doing, he was fantastic at it, but yeah, you didn't see him very much for how big of a name he is.
Yeah, because him and Michael Douglas were the only two real big name stars in this movie. Like everybody else, like the girl I'd never, I want to say I've seen her in something, but no, I don't know who she was. But and then the guy that was that played the actor.
Yeah.
He's been in some stuff. I've seen him in some stuff.
Yeah, I've seen him before too. Yep, I have.
But other than that, like everybody else was fairly unknown.
Yeah.
This movie was fairly unknown. I'd never heard of this movie till you suggested it last week.
Yeah. Thanks, wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched this movie late last night.
Okay. I saw it a couple days ago.
Well, since I didn't work Friday, my whole weekend has been messed around.
Right.
Like, I thought all day today was Sunday.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, because I've been like, oh, I'm going to go back to work tomorrow. No. I'm off tomorrow.
Yay.
So.
Now work. All right. Sense Media.
Oh, yeah.
This movie is going to be reviewed by Brian Costello. So, this is a new name, as far as I know. I'm not keeping a list, but I don't recognize his name. He gives it a 4 out of 5 for ages 16 and older. Says engaging 90s thriller, has lots of violence and profanity. Parents, 2 reviews said it's a 4 out of 5 for 16 and older, so they concur with Brian. Kids say it's a 4 out of 5 for 14-year-olds and older.
Alrighty.
All right. So, positive messages. Do you care to take a stab? Guess what Brian gives them for a positive message?
Not present.
He gives them a 2 out of 5 because it explores themes of what's important in life. So,
Oh, okay. Alright. Didn't care. Alright.
yeah, I agree. I don't. Maybe a 1 based on the ending where. I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know.
These people confuse me because every time I'm like, oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
It kind of looks like a nothing.
Yeah, because nothing. There was like no resolution. It was just like he did that, and his brother's like, I had to do something because you were gonna be a douchebag, and then that's the end of the movie. It's like, is that a positive message? I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know. This is Brian's world. We're just living.
Is it
in
a positive message because they split the bill at the end of the movie?
Right. Don't hold grudges, even though your brother caused you to commit suicide, but you didn't succeed.
Commit suicide after you killed him?
Positive role models and representations.
Let's give her a 3.
This one is not present.
Well, god damn. I'm done.
Oh, Brian with the curveball. I think he's still in the game world. Like, he wants to fool you.
Can you even click on it, or is it even...
Yeah, no, it's a click on it. It says, main character is an emotionally vacant investment banker. His brother is a seemingly irresponsible drug addict. Drug addict.
Yeah, one of those, yeah.
Drug addict in and out of rehab. The remaining characters may or may not be real. We don't even know.
How's... See, here, okay. Explain to me, how is that not a 1 or a 2? You gave it a not present. Is it an explanation about a not present? I don't know. Alright, next.
Alright, violence. What do you give him, man?
That's a 5.
Violence. 4.
How?
He gives him a 4.
Gaping wound, the fake gaping wound at the end. Come on now.
This distant, grainy image of a father committing suicide by jumping off the roof of a house. A dead body is discovered in a driveway, later revealed to be a toy. A man almost dies when a taxi is driven off of a dock into a bay. A distraught man jumps off a building, driven to suicide after he believes he has accidentally shot and killed his brother. Characters fire machine guns. Frequent peril. Characters run from seemingly deadly pursuers.
That's a 5 in my
I like
book.
that. He's trying not to be spoilers. Like, he's trying to avoid spoilers. I like it. But yeah, it's a I don't know. I can agree with the 4 because it was fake. Maybe if it was real violence, I think he would have given him a 5.
I don't know.
But because all of the violence was so fake, or it wasn't so fake, if we thought it was real, well, we didn't know.
I actually
But it
had
turns
a
out
hard
it wasn't
time
real.
like watching the movie, knowing that he's in this game. Midway through the movie, it stops looking like a game, and it looks like these people are seriously jacking with this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
They're definitely toying with him mentally, that's for sure.
yeah. Alright. What do we got?
Sex. What do you give him? Sex.
Give me a 2.
2. Yeah. It says explicitly sexual movie plays in a hotel room.
Yep.
Scattered around the room are Polaroid pictures of men and women in various states of undress.
The main girl was in a bra at one point.
It's true, yeah. I didn't pull that one in there, so. Not a lot, but enough to give it a 2. There was enough that you'd be like, you would cover your kid's eyes. You'd be like, or fast forward it or something. You'd be like, this is weird.
All right.
Language.
5.
I would have also given it a 5, but he gave it a 4.
There was many
It was
F-bombs.
It was a lot through the whole movie. I don't get it. But
Dude,
he gave it a 4. He said frequent profanity. He even says in his explanation, frequent profanity. It includes the F word and variations, the S word and variations, penis face, but more profane than that, son of a bee, and there is reference to masturbation.
That was funny.
All of that.
That was hilarious.
I think I don't remember that part.
He was at the lab and they were asking him the questions and they're like, "Do you feel remorse?"
Oh yeah.
He's like,
Okay. Yeah.
Which honestly, through reading this, I'll remind me to tell you about my favorite part. When we get done with the comments, let's get through that first. And I forgot about that.
Okay. All right. What do you think about consumerism?
Not present.
Not present, but
I don't remember anything. I don't remember.
It says there was a CNN reference.
A what?
A CNN reference.
That's not consumer. Nobody likes them.
Drinking, drugs, and smoking.
The cocaine's got to give it a frickin' 5.
They got a 3.
How?
Cigar smoking and alcohol drinking in a hotel room. Cocaine is spread out on a mirror.
Yeah.
A character is drugged and weaves in and out of consciousness before passing out. So,
Okay.
that's only a 3.
I guess we didn't see anybody actually using that drug. Okay.
Yeah, nobody used it. It was just there. So,
So,
who knows? But what parents need to know? Parents need to know that the game is a 1997 psychological thriller starring Michael Douglas as a wealthy investment banker whose near-to-do-well brother gives him a strange gift for his 48th birthday, a live-action game that seems more dangerous and destructive than anything else. Suicide is a reoccurring theme. There's a grainy image of the lead character's father committing suicide by jumping off a roof, and the character himself attempts suicide. There's frequent profanity, including the F word and the S word. An explicitly sexual movie plays in a hotel room in which there's also cocaine on a mirror and dozens of sexually suggestive Polaroids. There is frequent peril. The main character is driven off a dock into a bay by a cab driver, is pursued by machine gun-wielding mercenaries, and has no idea what's really happening to him and why until the very end.
So my favorite scene in that movie was when he was in his ex-wife's car, and he pulls up to, I think he's looking at the yellow pages, and that dude comes in with that blade at his neck. It's like, get out of the car, and he like grabs the gun, puts the gun up, and goes, what was he says, like,
something about like his day, right? Something like I've had a really.
No, he pulls the gun up to the guy's shoulder. He's like, "I am very unstable right now."
Yes.
And the dude's like, "Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Have a nice day." And just GTFO just leaves. And it's like, that is hilarious. I'm like, that's not funny, but it is. That gun was beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the look of that revolver he had. But gosh, that just made me laugh because he's just like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bad idea. And I got to think later on, was that guy part of the game? Or was that just some random...
No idea. I have no idea. I bet if we were to go back and look at that scene where you see all of the actors, he might have been in there.
Probably. The dude...
It would be interesting to have see all of the actors from that room and then rewatch the movie to see who pops up.
Now, I can't remember what movie it's off of, but the cab driver that had all the scars on his face, he's from... I've seen him in some movies, too. Because that's actually... I think those weren't scars that were, done by makeup. I think he actually has... I've seen him in other movies, and he has those same facial scars.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't remember who he was. I'm looking at that. Let's go ahead and go on. What are we going to watch next week?
Mortal Kombat, sir.
Is that what you want to watch?
Get over here. Absolutely.
All right.
I'm ready for it.
That sounds fantastic.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time.
I'm good
Many
with that.
ages ago. And so I'm ready for it. It's going to be exciting, especially coming off the heels of just fairly recently watching the new one and then checking out how this one compares. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty cheesy. I have a feeling. But I remember when it first came out, it was so awesome.
Yeah, here's that guy I was talking about.
All right.
Tommy Flanagan.
What's he?
I'm looking at what he's been on.
He looks like a Tommy Flanagan. How crazy.
He was in Gladiator, Braveheart.
Okay.
He's been in quite a few movies. I think he's a Scottish gentleman.
Yeah, maybe.
He's from Scotland.
His name's Flanagan. Which I guess that could be Irish.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. He's been in a lot of stuff. But
he's making a living being an actor.
Yeah, I've just seen him in a lot of stuff. He's got those 2 scars on his cheeks that are not that I don't know what happened to him, but it's just kind of.
Who knows?
But all right, went off on a tangent there. So
yeah, so
Mortal Kombat.
The original Mortal Kombat. From what year was that? Mortal Kombat original
95
movie, 1995. All right. Excited.
Me and the wife were actually just talking about we were gonna watch that one probably this week anyway.
Nice. Nice. Oh man, it's gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I just love how Raiden is like a white guy. What else is that guy who plays Raiden in the original? I think he's in a movie that we just watched.
He's been in a lot of stuff. God dang it, who is he? Okay, so the guy that plays Raiden in this one isn't who I thought he was. What else has he been on? Let me look him up real quick.
Christopher Lambert.
He was in Highlander.
Of course he was.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that we watched recently. Not really.
No.
Because I thought, was it the second movie that had a different Raiden, wasn't it?
I'm trying to remember if I've seen the second. I know I've seen part of it, but I don't know if I actually ever watched the second movie.
That's not... Mortal Kombat Annihilation's the one I'm thinking of. And, yeah, the guy from, the guy that plays Raiden in the second one is the guy that was in, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie we did. Did we do a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? I watched that one myself.
Okay, I don't think so.
James Remar.
Oh, that's where I know. I bet I know him from The Blacklist. I've been watching The Blacklist lately, and he
is that the guy
starred
from the?
in,
Is that Raiden from the first movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't recognize him at all.
Yeah. I want to see if this is an episode that I've seen. Yeah. Okay. That's exactly where I recognize him.
The Quest.
No,
we didn't watch The Quest, did we?
No, we did not watch The Quest.
The Quest is a great movie. The guy I'm thinking of was in The Quest. He's a better Raiden in my opinion. Come at me, bro.
Who knows where I've seen this guy? I don't know.
So.
Either way, we're watching this.
It's already on my Netflix list. If you want to go, if you're listening to this, and you want to follow along, it's on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix at this point, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, there's somebody that you know that will give you their password, and you can just use theirs. It'll happen.
Music. Got any good music? Gotta give us something, because I got nothing for you.
Oh! I actually do have some. I have some pretty good music. I heard a pretty sappy song that if you're a dad of a daughter, it might bring a little tear to your eye.
Ooh, I like tears in the
cool
eye.
Band. I think they're called Vocal Few. Have you ever heard of them? Vocal Few.
Mm-mm.
They randomly popped up when I was listening. I've been listening to the Classic Crime a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember them. Do you remember the Classic Crime?
I don't.
They were, I don't know, they were big in the Christian music scene. I'm trying to think, 2009-ish, 2008, 2009 probably.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was listening to the Classic Crime radio, and this band, Vocal Few, came on. And they have a song called One Day Soon. And it's a dad singing to his daughter about, like, her growing up. And it's just like, it's really good. So
right.
If you're a dad with daughters, check it out.
What was the name
It's
of the band?
precious. Vocal Few. And then there's another song that I heard that this is actually a pretty new song by Eminence. Yeah, Vocal Few. I don't know anything about them. I would imagine they're from that same time frame since it was Classic Crime Radio, so I bet they were around 2008, 2009.
They're listed as a folk duo. That sound right?
Okay. I don't know. I heard one guy. It didn't sound... I guess it could have been folky.
What was the name of the song?
One Day Soon. Off of their Tall Trees album.
Alright, Yeah, there's the song right there.
Do you have them?
I'm
You got it on your Amazon?
No, I'm looking it up on Google.
Oh.
Google.
Giggle. But then the other song that I wanted to bring up was a song called Heaven in Hiding by Eminence.
Okay.
And that's a pretty new song, but it has a fantastic sound. I've only heard it once, but I heard it and I was like, oh, that's really good. I gotta talk about that in the podcast because it was really good.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was listening to Spotify, listening to music. I heard that song, and then the Classic Crime came on, and I was like, oh, I forgot about the Classic Crime, which is really weird because the music that I was listening to was supposed to be like the top hits of the week. And this song by the Classic Crime came on, and this song came out, it was probably in 2010. And I'm like, this song is not new at all. But then it got me, so then I jumped over and started listening to the Classic Crime Radio because I'm like, I want to hear more because I miss them guys.
Was this on Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do some weird stuff. Because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and podcast ended, and it was the newest episode. They didn't. I was caught up on the episodes. So normally, when the last episode finishes, it just turns off. Well, no, it went to some random, I don't know what it was playing, weird song, and I'm like, yeah, no, and I just turned it off. Because that's all I've been listening to are podcasts.
Yeah, this that I've been listening to on Spotify, what I listen to is this guy who my wife found on TikTok. But he has a playlist. He has a playlist on Spotify, and this playlist is called New Scene Sunday. His name's Jesse Lee. So guys, check Jesse Lee's out, his playlist out. It's supposed to be new music, and every Sunday he updates with the week's top music. For some reason, Classic Crime was on there. Couldn't tell you.
Who knows?
But
who knows? So, all right.
So yeah, that's our music.
Yeah, again,
a couple things to check out. Check out the Classic Crime. Check out Vocal Few. Check out Eminence.
This guy, our resident music guy, and this guy that doesn't listen to any music because I'm boring.
You'll get it.
Like I said, I've just been listening to podcasts. I guess if you're into other podcasts and you just got done watching...
Yeah, what's another podcast? Give us something, man.
I watch one on YouTube called Your Mom's House.
Got him.
It's two stand-up comedians, Tom Segura and Christina P. They're married. And they do a weekly podcast called Your Mom's House. Now, on that YouTube channel, they also have another podcast that drops once a week called Two Bears, One Cave, with Tom and another comedian, Bert Kreischer, who's actually in a different country right now. So it's just Tom Segura and a guest every week. Really, really funny, really hilarious, out there. You might be offended. I don't know. If you are, your fault. The other podcast I've been listening to is one on Spotify. So if you're on here, listen to... Well, I mean, I guess if you're into any kind of motorsports and racing, the Dale Jr. Download, really good podcast. They talk a lot of, like, racing history stuff. And they really talk about real cool stuff. I listen to it every week.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's about it. I am a very boring person.
Yeah.
Don't agree with me, Austin. Don't do that.
You are a very boring person, sir.
I am a very boring person. Yeah.
I mean, it's. But I would have to tell you, I really believe with all of my heart that a podcast about NASCAR is actually more interesting than actually watching NASCAR, which is going to be like the opposite of how you would think about most things, like video games. Like I listen to the Zelda Informer podcast.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy playing Zelda games more than listening to these people talk about Zelda games. I find it interesting, but
there you go.
I think listening to the Dale Jr. download is going to be more interesting than watching cars drive in circles for 5 hours. Probably. I don't know. How precious! I want it! Is that ceramic? Oh gosh! Oh no! No! What? That is something else. Holy cow! Oh my gosh!
Can you actually hear it?
No, I can't hear it, but
Come on.
I can't hear it. For all you people listening to us on podcast, Travis has this Grogu doll or Baby Yoda doll that he slowly brought up to the screen, but then he started petting its head and it started blinking and its ears started moving and it kind of came to life.
Yeah, he giggles, and if you do it just right, he lifts his hand up and you hear a oh, and he does like the force. He goes into force mode and does like force powers.
Oh,
it's like throws things across the room. It's weird. My daughter just got that for her birthday today. Got that
nice
birthday present.
That'd be a good birthday present for me.
It's sitting over here on the couch, and I was like, this will be random. So, I think that's all we got for this week.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
check us out.
If you think,
I haven't checked our YouTube. I don't know what's going on in our Twitter. I don't know anything. Do we have emails? Do we have tweets?
Nah, we got
If
nothing.
not, come on, do something. Obviously, I wouldn't know if you did, but just for fun, you could.
I would have told you, Austin. I'd have said
you could.
something. I've been checking our
you
Twitter.
Could.
We really haven't had much. Nah, we got nothing. So, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this.
Even if you don't, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Just to be nice. To be nice. Like a pity subscribe. Give us a pity subscribe.
Heck yeah.
A pity thumbs up.
Give us a
pity comment. Give us a pity comment. All you have to say is pity. That's it.
Sounds great. Hey, if you're audio only and you're listening to us on your favorite whatever, Apple, Google, Spotify, whatever, Amazon.
Yeah.
Give us a rating on there. Let us know. That guy will know what you're talking about. So
yeah, I should see it. And you can leave us a voicemail. And if you look in the description of the video or the description of the podcast, there's a link. You can click that link, and we'll get a voicemail. Now, we won't get the voicemail until the following week, but still, I don't know. We might be able to come up with something because we'll figure it out. But leave us a voicemail. It'll be fun. Your voice could be heard all over the world. We've had people listen to us from Honduras, from I think Guatemala, the United States. They're out there. So if you want your voice heard around the world,
yeah,
leave us a voicemail.
You should. This guy will figure it out. So
yeah.
Heck yeah.
It'll be a good time.
I think that's all we got. So
cool. And you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna leave this part right here. Beep. That part right there. If there is a voicemail, it probably won't pop up on the YouTube, but all of our podcast people, it'll be out there. I'll throw it in at this spot in our podcast. I'll throw your voicemail. You've got my guarantee.
Sounds fantastic, and
yeah. So,
have a good.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Do we have any kind of cool outro? I know this is like, we're doing
I didn't
cool
do it.
stuff. No cool stuff.